Hi, my name is Carly Anderson. I am the Production and Breeder Cultivar Evaluation Manager here at Gardens by the Bay in Singapore. With me today is Dr. Paul Fisher.
Hi everybody, Paul Fisher from University of Florida IFAS Extension. Thank you for joining us today. We're going to cover all of the trialing results from Gardens by the Bay. I happen to be here in beautiful Singapore for a few months and looking forward to learning about what plants are going to work in the Singapore environment.
First of all, welcome to our 2021 Breeder Cultivar Evaluation, Tropical Sun. We'd like to start off by thanking the breeders involved. Today we've been working with Dooman Orange, Cicada, Syngenta, and Pan American Seed.
So Carly, in this trial you've got two very different growing environments. Can you tell us about those?
We are standing in one of our trial locations here, which is outdoor in the Singapore heat. The temperatures in the day range from 29 to 33, and the night is about 25 to 27. So here in Singapore we get a lot of heat and humidity. For the outdoor plants, at the time of planting, we applied a slow-release fertilizer. For watering frequency, we applied as and when needed, and this all depended on the outdoor raining conditions. If we were watering, it's about maybe once or twice per week. Here I am standing in our second trial location for the breeder cultivar evaluations. This is an air-conditioned glasshouse that receives about 22 degrees Celsius per day and 19 degrees Celsius at night. We don't use the shade in here, so it gets full sun each day. For the indoor plants, we're fertigating using a dosatron and a 15-5-15 water-soluble fertilizer. These plants are receiving either 100 parts per million or 200 parts per million, depending on the genus. For pest and disease management, at the time of planting, we used a preventative granular insecticide called dinotifrin. In addition, I'm scouting weekly and rotating chemicals to control thrips and aphids. For most of this trial, these plants have received natural day length, which is about 12 hours per day in Singapore. For this trial, we approached the breeders with the theme of Tropical Sun. They were free to select 10 cultivars for inside and outside that could handle the conditions for the different environments that they were being trialed in.
So Carly, you've got a lot of diversity of plant material. I see some coleus, portulaca, petunias, marigolds. So the breeders could choose whatever varieties they wanted.
Correct. So we gave the breeders some freedom to select what they think through their breeding programs would survive in the Singapore heat.
When you're looking at a plant for the outdoor environment, what would make it a successful plant here?
So I think one of our objectives of this trial is introducing color into the landscape. So with color comes labor. So we want to make sure that these plants aren't too high maintenance. So maybe we don't need to pinch as often, we don't need to deadhead. They survive the heat, they are water stress tolerant. For the indoor trial, we were selecting for plant material that could go into our floral displays that had long-lasting, vibrant colors, low maintenance, quick production turnover, and Instagrammable for our visitors. For the breeder cultivar evaluation program, we use starter material as plugs, liners, or seeds. To start the seeds here, we used a TS1 Classman-Dealman fine peat, and for finishing, we used a TS4 coarse peat, which is also Classman-Dealman. Before going into their final container, we transplanted the plugs or liners into a small 10 centimeter container size. After those rooted out, they went into a final container size, either 27 centimeter or a 40 centimeter container size. For this trial, I'm collecting data on the indoor and outdoor plants, including scheduling dates, flowering period, peak performance, and visual observations. For the breeders, we'll provide you with this data in addition with photographs.